Hi there, my name is Alex and welcome to How to Get Involved with Heritage Open Days. Over the next 10 minutes, I'll take you through the very basics of organising an event as part of our fantastic free community festival, which takes place each September. We'll go through the key dates and deadlines you won't want to miss, and the little things which are going to make all the difference when planning, registering, and running your event to make sure that you and your organisation make the most of being involved with Heritage Open Days, and most importantly, you and your visitors enjoy taking part. Each year, we follow our annual cycle, with the festival taking place in September. Each part of this cycle is just as important as the other. You need to plan, register, promote, run, and evaluate your event. If you're new to the festival and taking part for the first time, request a login to the organiser area of the website to get started. At the beginning of March, event registration opens for the year. It isn't a race to submit your event details, and do take the time to decide what you are capable of doing for your event. Throughout spring, we also have our training webinars, which have lots of information about planning for your event, including details about our annual theme and how you can get involved. We also run regional in-person workshops, giving you the opportunity to meet with other organisers to discuss plans and share ideas. At the beginning of May, we send out the long lead press releases, which are designed for the September glossy magazines because their print deadlines are really early, so we need the details as soon as possible. This leads on to our first top tip when planning for your event, which is to register your event with us as soon as possible so we can provide you with much promotional support. Our online event directory goes live in June, and this is where members of the public and the press can start to see what is happening during the festival. If you want to make sure your event is on the directory when it launches, do make sure your event is submitted to us by May. Also, if your area usually produces a local leaflet or brochure, it is around this time that they require information about what is taking place. The final registration this year is on the 8th of August. That might sound very early when the festival doesn't take place till September, but we have to process every event that comes in, particularly those that need our insurance, and that gives us around a month to make sure every entry appears on the directory. The events which register early are much more likely to catch our attention, and then we can do more to promote your events. You can amend your entry right up until the festival takes place because plans do change, so please send any updates before your event takes place. The festival then runs for 10 days each September, and this year it is taking place between the 6th to the 15th. And finally, we have our feedback deadline, which is really crucial for us to evaluate how the festival went each year and how we can improve things for the future. We do not dictate what heritage is, and it's entirely up to you what you want to share for your visitors. However, we do have three main entry criteria for you to join in with the festival fun. It's totally free to register your event for Heritage Open Days, but your event must be free from entrance to exit for visitors and attendees. Whilst your event must be free, you're welcome to ask for donations, such as selling snacks and refreshments, or by offering membership opportunities. Your event must also take place during the festival days, and this can be any day or every day over the festival. Your event can be 24 hours a day for 10 days, or you can do one guided tour at any time, just as long as it happens over the festival period. And finally, your event must offer something which isn't normally available for free. We're really keen to emphasise that offering something special part of our entry criteria. It could be anything from providing behind the scenes access, you could provide stewards or guides to answer questions, or you could create a trail just for this particular event. This does also apply to digital events, so your entry can't just link to the website, which is information and activities which are available at other times of the year. Here are a few examples of what works well with Heritage Open Days events. With reenactments, film screenings, treasure hunts and trails, there are lots of opportunities for you to try something new without the pressure of a paying audience. There are numerous case studies and other event examples available on our website. So you're now ready to register your event, and you can do this through the organiser area of the website, which you can request a login for if you haven't done so already. Your organiser area is your one-stop shop for everything you need when organising your Heritage Open Days event. If your organisation has taken part before, you can find archived events from previous years and update these details for this year. Or if it's your first time, then you can just start from scratch. There is lots of registration guidance and tips available on how to fill in the form, and if you get stuck, we're here to help. Within your organiser area, you can also access lots of guidance and support materials, so you don't need to do everything from scratch. We have our guidance packs full of hints and tips, including our Get Started, Managing the Media, and our annual theme packs. You can download our logos and design templates, including PowerPoint slides and poster ideas. And we also have our promotional materials, which you can request to be delivered or download yourself. We provide bunting, banners and posters. We only have a limited stock of these, so make sure to get your request in as soon as possible as they become available. We also provide free public liability insurance if you don't have cover. This is secondary cover, but it's there if you need it. Every event which takes place in the festival has to be registered on our website, so we've put together some top tips to make sure your entry stands out when it appears on our online event directory. Our first top tip is to make sure you include an image with your event entry. Just one really colourful and intriguing image can make the difference and really make your event stand out. This will not only be the first thing which potential visitors will see, but it will be crucial for us when promoting your event with local, regional and national press. Secondly, a snappy title and detailed event description can go a long way in encouraging potential visitors to find out about your event. Be as descriptive as you can, telling potential visitors about what they can see and do at your event. Here you can provide specifics about what's happening. Rather than talking about just family-friendly activities, mention what will be involved: face painting, treasure trails, or art workshops. Make sure you include all the essential information: location, dates and times, and whether your event is pre-bookable. And finally, don't forget to tag your event to make sure it is as easy as possible for potential visitors to find your event. We've got lots of tick boxes on the form, so make sure you select which is applicable for your event, as this helps visitors find events more easily. So you now planned and register your event. It's now really important to tell as many people as possible about it, as there's no point creating a fantastic event if nobody knows about it. This is all about getting the word out, and there are lots of potential places where you can market your event. You can write press releases and social media content so that you can tell people in the print and online about your event, but you can also tell local businesses or hotels to help spread the word. Using social media like Instagram or Facebook can be a great way to promote your event with your local area and further afield. You can also connect with other Heritage Open Days events taking place nearby, so you can share visitors and use word of mouth as a great way to encourage people to not just attend your event, but also others nearby. Also, it's a great opportunity for you to use the free marketing materials which you can request from us, all for free. The pink bunting, banners and posters are a great way at attracting passers-by and letting people know that you're open for Heritage Open Days. Along with all of this, there is lots of extra help available on the organiser area of the website, with templates, designs and logos all free to use. On the eve of your event, there are lots of things you may need to consider, but here are a quick few pointers which you shouldn't forget. Have you reviewed your risk assessment to make sure you and your visitors will have a safe and enjoyable experience? Have you got enough refreshments available, as you don't want to run out if more people turn up than you're expecting? Do you have a donations box ready? Lots of visitors will hopefully be inspired by what you'll be doing and will want to support you and your site, either by making a voluntary donation or by signing up to be a volunteer, or simply want to find out more information. When your event is actually taking place, we have two simple tips: enjoy it and record it. If you're having a great time when running your event, more often than not, your visitors will be too. It's really important here to check in with other people helping with your event, as you can make small changes on the day which can make a huge difference for your visitors. Also, don't forget to take pictures and encourage feedback from your visitors. This is a great way for you to record not only how your event went, but also to help promote any future events you may have. And finally, it's the final part of the HOD cycle. Don't forget to evaluate how it went. Make sure you pack away and store all of your marketing materials. They are environmentally friendly, but also reusable. So save them each year so that you can use them again for future Heritage Open Days events. Don't forget to take stock and pass on the feedback. Even the smallest comment or an amazing stat is a great way when assessing your event. Not only can we use this for our national evaluation, but you can also use this for funding applications or follow-up news stories. This feedback is also really useful to help improve your event year on year. So there it is. That was the nuts and bolts of taking part in Heritage Open Days. If you do decide to take part in the festival, we can't wait to see what you have planned, and hopefully you and your visitors will have a great experience. The National Heritage Open Days team is always available to chat, and we love to hear new stories and potential plans. So do drop us an email and we'll be happy to help.